Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is gonna be a long video, but I wanted to do a 3-in-1 dedicated video for EXO. I understand that some people would rather me, check them separately and individually. However, I would rather unleash all of my emotions all at once if possible. And so yeah, that explains why I decided to make a dedicated all-in-one video if you want, instead of doing it separately. So I'm not gonna ramble too long because we've got a lot to check. So we've got Let Me In First, and then Hear Me Out, and then Cream Soda, which title will be discussed later. So yeah, without any further ado, let's go. Oh. Oh. Okay.
많이 있다면 좀 더 깊이 높이든 파도 몰아세워 더 질치듯이 감싼지 휩쓸리는 건 계속 내 쪽에서 매번 외면하고 외쳐대도 대책 없이 덮치는 너 이미 여긴 저 태양빛도 닿지 않아 가늠이 안 될 만큼 깊고 외롭지만 너라는 바다 날 이끄니까 부디 날 삼켜 원하면 어디든 넘어갈게 차라리 이젠 몸을 던져 휩쓸리게 감정들에 대한 걱정 따윈 흘려보내 솔직한 말 from deep inside 아직도 넌 뭘 생각해 담기에 넘치는데
Not the bread. I'm French, so bread is very sacred, okay? Is he going back for the bread? Huh. You know how sometimes that's a beautiful logo. You know how sometimes you feel like you're inadequate in talking when someone else is doing something. I get that I did not really talk, but you know how there are moments where you just feel like it's not your place to butt in and to interrupt someone. It felt very much like this. They had something to say and I was all ears. It's the same feeling as when you're standing in front of a piece of art and you just stand there in front of it in awe without being able to really say anything. And above just not being able to say anything, it's just you don't have the words to describe what you're feeling. I think Bottom Line is one of those moments where it's like it speaks for itself. I think it's rather easy. EXO is one of my favorite group ever, and whenever they do more R&B based songs like this one, I am just like speechless at how just perfect their voices fit this kind of track, you know. I said this in the past, I'm pretty sure, but like the first thing that comes to mind when you think of SM Entertainment as like a signature song might not be their R&B based song. However, I think this is where every group of SM shine the most. Whenever they release an R&B inspired track, it just hits so perfectly. And this is just another example. Like honestly right now, if you were to ask me to listen to just one style of EXO's music, it would be R&B. Even though I like enjoy, I would say 90% of their discography, in a say one drop one situation, I would still choose to save the R&B music. They're just perfect in my opinion. So Lemon is just another addition to what I just talked about. Is this some kind of like butterfly effect? Since because the boy threw that rock into that pond, it, oh you know, it's like the ripple effect, right? Do you know, Baekhyun standing in front of that big vast ocean weirdly reminds me of the Eternals. I feel like it's very like cinematographically, like imagery wise, it reminds me somehow of that movie, of that Marvel movie. Okay, so let's move on to Hear Me Out now. Yep, English captions on, let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Are they wasted? Cool.
Look babe, 더 마음에 들어 너의 마음에 들려 날개를 펼쳐 나는 이를 잊지 baby I can't help it 날 밀어내려 네 시도는 just save it Cause I've been thinking about some time with you 넌 아직도 이 모든 게 시작일 뿐 바라는 것은 전혀 없어 my baby 같이 밤새 같은 곳을 보는 게 내 favorite girl 어렵게
I don't know why, but like, oh, was that an eagle sound? What the fuck? Oh, déjà vu much, huh? I was about to say. Why is he like leaning on the fucking wall like this? No. What is this? That's Babyface. No, seriously, is that the sound of an eagle? Oh no, no, see that? I love you, but like a phone with the fries in a pan. Do you know what this is giving? This is giving safe place. Hey. Them in a Few just reminds me of Coco Bop, honestly. Oh. This is really giving the sensation of like, yeah, safe place. And also, I never finished that sentence actually, but like seeing them on screen like that together for so long. I think I said something similar for SHINee, but because I grew up with them, it feels so very much like familiar. And I think this is a sensation that a lot of like older K-pop fans might understand whenever we are like, you know, face to face with like a group that we grew up with and they're, you know, releasing music now. Because of this sense of like familiarity, it really does feel like coming back home after a very long day. And even though you have a feeling that it's been a really long time since you've been there, it feels like nothing has changed. And so that makes me go back to that feeling of like, that's your safe place. Like it feels warm, it feels inviting. It's, you know, it's like feeling of like cocooning kind of. And so when you see them like this, sharing these moments and just their voices, there's something very comforting about it. So I guess it's like the perfect mix of like nostalgia, melancholy, mixed with like memories of like your younger years, if you want. It's the baggage, right? It's like you come in watching these with the baggage. Doesn't matter if the luggage is like full or just like it only has like an item of clothing in it, whatever, you still come with something, and that alone is enough to make you feel connected. Oh, I think this is what it is. This feeling of connection makes it weirdly intimate. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm talking the language of disillusion. It feels like I'm like digging my own grave the more I try to explain what I'm feeling about this song, but at the same time, it feels so right. It's like, it's almost like family, do you know? Always like an old friend that you haven't seen in a long time, but every time you get together, it's as if no time has passed at all. It still feels very much the same. Like the love is still the same, the respect, the appreciation, everything remains the same regardless of how long it's been. And so this feeling of, you know, unity and connection is like, it's priceless. So a patron of mine recently told me that Suo said that this song is a mix of Coco Bop and Love Shot, which I did mention this combo when I reacted to the finale of Boys Planet, which, coincidence or not, I'm gonna react to Terror Base one after this. I just think it's funny how things, you know, turned out sometimes. So yeah, to go back to EXO now, I did mention that combo, and that patron told me that Suo said that this comeback, Cream Soda, would be a mix of Coco Bop and Love Shot, which both of them are undeniably two of their most legendary releases ever. I used to say like, is it really summer until Sistar releases a song? No. So it's the same thing with Coco Bop. Like, is summer really complete unless you listen to Coco Bop at least once? That's my question. In Love Shot, well, it still remains untouchable till this day. So you're telling me that these two songs are having like a baby and this is it? And it's called Cream Soda? I don't want to feel like I'm the one who has like a perverted mind here. Do you know, sometimes I feel like K-pop is playing with me. I feel like I'm being tested. I know that in some cafes or like restaurant or whatever as a dessert, I'm pretty sure you can order like Coke and a scoop of vanilla ice cream. I'm scared of what could possibly come up. Oh, is a sweet soft drink, generally flavored with vanilla and based. Okay. The title of this might be based on something that is very much like real and that is very much PG-13. However, I can't shake off that feeling that they might be playing with me. Might be innuendos and stuff. We'll see. That's gonna be a good test of my intuition, I guess. So, English captions are on. Let's go. Dude, I thought that was an I at first. What is wrong with me? What is she even wearing? Oh, okay. Oh. I like that. What did you say? The taste of healthy? Oh. No, no. What do you mean? No. See? They're testing me. Don't look at me like that. Oh, I'm starting to read too much into no. Likewise. When you oh my. Cherry on top, huh? I fucking love the logos of this era. We get each other, do we? You know, this moment is giving me that meme of like Jennifer Lawrence, is that her name?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
If there is one sentence to describe how this song made me feel, is this. You know, it's these moments where you're like, I don't feel like I should be sharing my reaction in public like that. Like, I feel like I need to like be in my room, close the door, lock it, you know, close the curtains, and, you know, put my earphones on so that no one else knows what I'm doing. It feels very much like, am I allowed to watch this in public? You know, it's very like not safe for work. Only if your mind is in the gutter. But then again, like, even if you don't really understand what they're trying to insinuate, although I'm pretty sure that you can still understand what they're talking about pretty clearly. It's not just the lyrics, it's the visual that comes with it. The foam, the liquid. There was a lot of liquid in here. Excuse me, this, I don't know if the K-pop industry has become more explicit in, I mean, not explicit, but like they're less shy about putting like innuendos and actually like showing innuendos. I don't know what it is, but already with like Icky, you know, the music video in Icky, there was like splatters and everything. A lot to understand. And here too, you know, EXO has done sexy concepts before. However, I don't think there has been one that have been so outwardly, well, maybe not outwardly. The audience that this is targeting will understand. I like to believe that I am the target audience. But like I said at the beginning, this is very testing my imagination or just like how perverted my mind can be. Yeah, I don't remember any music video from EXO to be so full of hidden, not so hidden. I have to say, this setup, this is very Suju and Dongbang Shingi. You know the boxes? Do you know, oh my god, right now, if you were to tell me there's like an ad for, what was the ad? Jenny. Oh, Oh my god, it was for Jenny. Right now, if you were to tell me that there's an ad for Jenny that would pop up and you can't, you know, get rid of it, that would totally feel like it's second gen music video. This box right here is very second gen. I just know, some of you out there, our brain is connected right here. I just know that we get each other. I just know that we understand the same thing, and it does bring me more peace of mind to know that I'm not the only one whose mind is completely, like, I read this, I understand the words, but I understand so much more than that. And it's almost embarrassing to admit it on camera, but also I'm an adult. So, the same way I wanted Car to explain what Icky was all about, I want EXO to have like a video where they sit down and try to explain what this is all about. I want to know. I want to see how they're gonna try to like turn this into something that is appropriate for TV. I just know that Kai would have eaten this up. I just know. I love how there's the card with his name on it though. It's funny because like when the song started, it felt like it didn't feel like it would lead that way, right? But damn, it's like we're going straight to business afterwards. Isn't oyster an aphrodisiac? I'm pretty sure, isn't it? This is great. Not because I'm into the whole like sexy baby making song, innuendo kind of song. It's just great on its own. I appreciate this on a lot of levels. If you want, is the fact that every time the chorus drops, they go into those high notes, and it's like, dude, should I say this on camera on YouTube for everyone to? Is this really? Am I allowed to say this? It's like you're ascending, you know, with their voices every time the chorus drops, but the climax is at the very end, you know. So should I say this? The fact that they're not really showing the body rolls though in the music video, please. It's the same chorus and hear me out. Hell. This almost feels like, you know, your heartbeat. Yeah. Well, at least, you know, they had the decency to actually show us a cream soda at the end, just to show us that, hey, we're only talking about cream soda. They're trying to test me. You know, though, all this talk and everything, but like, I know I said this is something that I should feel embarrassed about, probably talking about that on camera and everything and sharing this with you guys, but like I feel embarrassed talking about this, but I don't feel uncomfortable. And I think it goes back to what I said also earlier when I said that I grew up with them. Like, we are the same age and everything, and so it's like adults talking to adults and adults understanding what another adult is saying. So there's like no uncomfortable feeling coming from this, and it's just me being more like, oh, okay, so how do I explain what I understand? This was smooth, sweet, but also bitter. So like, oh, this is very much a dark chocolate kind of feeling that has a little bit of like spice in it. So like, you know, there's dark chocolate with specks of chili in it. It's spicy, it's sweet, it's bitter, but it's flavorful and it's deep in flavor, and it coats your tongue, and it's like the flavor remains a long time after you have consumed it. It's tingling and everything. It feels very much like this. This is a dark chocolate with specks of chili in it, and if you haven't tried it, I would recommend it. So yeah, I think on those words, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I did say that I would do like first listening over on my Patreon for the 3rd tier if you're interested, so the link to my Patreon is in the description box below. So yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your patience as well. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.